So, last exercise. Let's create the event presentation layer. We will we'll go into Visual Studio here. Now, to create our renderings, we need to add a couple of references because we need references to more of the UI specific assemblies. So what we'll do is we'll add to Sitecore MVC here to the Sitecore Foundation dictionary. So this is a habitat module. So we need that piece. We would also like the Sitecore extensions because we need that in our views. And we'll also add the foundation alerts. So these are the four sort of assemblies that we use from the Habitat Foundation and from Sitecore in our views.
You're creating view renderings, right?
I am.
Creating view renderings?
Yes. Yeah, we're not creating controllers for this exercise. It'll just be basic view renderings. Yep. So we've added those, and under views here, we'll go and create the a new folder called events, because those will be copied across to the website, and we don't want them clashing with all the other views, and we want it to have a nice sort of controller structure. So let's create a new view. Actually, we'll just create a is there empty file? So we'll just, because we're copying those across, we'll create an event content .cshtml. And so the event content will be the one that shows the actual content of the event. So the title, the description, those kind of things. That's the one that typically goes in the main area of your content page. So if you go to the exercise page, you'll see that there's a link there to the actual link to the content of that page. Let me. So this is the content. I'll just go through it. So what it does is it first of all, it uses the isDerived. So first it tests whether have I configured the website correctly? Is the data source template that I've given this view actually an event? Otherwise, I will, in the page editor, I will show a nice warning. Or on the public website, I'll just hide the rendering. The underlying stuff will show it'll show the field from the rendering, the context item. It'll show, or the data source item, it'll show the title field. And this title field here, this constant, is the one that we just created in the templates. So we've wired up the title field to the rendering. Yeah, and up here we use the ID, right? So we're checking the right template. Here, the date and the description. Now the HTML that we use is compliant with our theming. So this is the concept of a foundation module introducing the front-end framework, because the features needs to be aligned to one methodology of front-end framework. In this case, it's Bootstrap. So in the theming layer, in the theming module in the Habitat, we have a Bootstrap theme there that is loaded, and we load in Bootstrap and all that. So we're sort of telling the feature modules, if you want to create HTML, it needs to align to these standards. So that's one of the quirks of this is that you have to sort of define one framework. We talked about this before as well. So very simple event content file. Let's create another one. We'll create the venue. So the venue is the stuff that we show. Is the one that we show outside of. Let's go here. Is the is shown in the right-hand column. So it's just another rendering that sits next to the event content in the column on the right-hand side. Does exactly the same thing. What it uses the dictionary functionality of Habitat to show the title venue. So this is the default text. If there is no dictionary item, it'll just use the text venue. If I turn on the auto create, it'll create that item and put that default text in. And then it renders and you notice that I had the venue. Oop, that's wrong. Venue address. So you noticed I had the address was multi-line field, so I add a line break, which is the break here. Last one is the where is it? Empty file. There we go. Is the event list. So that's the one we need for the list page. And we'll go back here to this one, get the raw file here. So again, Bootstrap HTML, it runs through. This is, again, it's not very nicely done. It should use the search API because there might be thousands of events. But what I do here is I iterate through the children, but I only want the children that actually derives from an event. So is it an event? And I ordered it by the date. Show the date, show the URL to the item, show the title and the venue of the event. Of course, this is where you probably write something a lot beautiful and in controllers and unit test it and all that stuff. So I'm done. I have 3 renderings. Now I need, sorry?
Can you open the menu
Yep.
rendering again?
Yep.
There's like a hot-coded path to the dictionary.
No, that's not a path.
Is it better to have like a dictionary items class under the project?
No, that's not a path. That's a that's an identifier for a dictionary item. No, well, to be honest, for dictionary items, I favor developer convenience over those kind of integrity things. If for some reason that item didn't exist, if I had a spelling error there, then it wouldn't really harm anything. I mean, it's.
But if you move it, then you gotta go sort of find it everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I've often found that developers, if dictionary isn't super easy to use, this is actually why we did this. Like the standard value piece, and that's not in the Sitecore dictionary piece. So if that is not done, there's a very high chance that venue, the term venue, would have been hard coded in there. I see that a lot.
Yeah.
So
What we normally do is we put it like in the same level as you have template, for
Yeah,
example.
a
and we
dictionary.
have like a big definition file of all the dictionary items.
Yeah.
That makes it quite easy to navigate too, because
Yeah.
it's all defined, right? You're like, oh, what did I call
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Just events, venue,
Good. You're a much better developer than I am. So now we need to wire those three up in Sitecore. So let's go to Sitecore. Here we will go to the layouts. Oh, we're running out of time here. Sorry. Where's Rude? Oh, there you are. Sorry, Rude.
I only need 5 minutes.
So quickly run through renderings here into events, and I'll create a new view rendering called event content. Another called event list, and one called venue. Oh. And this is in views / events / venue. This is an event list. And this is event content.
Isn't it views / features /
What's that?
Isn't it views / features /
No, it's actually directly under there, because otherwise the controllers wouldn't pick it up. So if you have a controller called events, then it needs a folder called events. So events controller would pick up from.
It's not the only thing that has
So,
views,
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So those are the renderings. Of course, you'd set up all the, the editing options and all those kind of things. So we'll just go there, and then we go to the page types. So go to the group website here, page types. Are you okay with us running over a bit? If you have to run, then I'm very open. But I can see we're very pressed for time here. So what I'll do first is I'll just go into the event list, to the presentation details. Just go and change, because you remember we copied the news list over to now to the event list. So we've actually copied the whole layout over as well. Which is very convenient, because then we can just go here to the news list and change this to the event list instead. So now we actually have an event list. For the sake of the event, what we'll do is, instead of wiring up everything, we can go to the article here, go to the presentation details here, and then choose the copy to, because that would copy the whole layout definition over to the new page template. And so copy it over here. Like that. Which means that we can go in here to go to this. And we need to remove some stuff from this one, because it's not really, so we remove this one. We'll remove the page title, which is also, or we can actually, just remove this one. So that's the page title. And then we can change this page body, so that's the body, the article of the or the article text, and we'll just change this to be the event content, like that. Now we wanted to show the venue as well, so the venue is in the right hand column. So what we'll do is we will add, actually it's in the left hand column, but So no, it's contact information is there. So we'll add. No, that's the footer. Sorry. Oh, yeah, it's an article aside, right? So the layout of Habitat has a different sub layouts. So this one has a right and a side on the right hand side, and we can add stuff to that. So we'll add the rendering here from the feature layer, from the events, venue, and we'll add this to the / page layout / section / call narrow 1. So this is the dynamic placeholder namings. So now what we'll also do is add to the same column, we'll add another rendering. We'll add the map from another module. So this allows us to show the actual venue location because the page template derives from the map point. And we'll add that to the same page layout / section / call narrow 1. So that should go underneath the venue. So that we don't need to set the data source because that's all set, but we might want to set these properties here. So we'll set the zoom level to 15 because this is more of a street level map than it is a world map. That's just the conventions of that. Okay. So actually that should be it. So now we have layouts on our event list and layouts on our events. So if we go to the website now, where is it now? So refresh the page here. Probably pop up a login box. But there's a compilation error. Oh, damn it. Oh, I know why. I forgot one thing. So, do you remember how I said we should remember to put the content none on a web config? Remember to do that on the web config in views as well. Because that's so that's the one that you see. This is in the views folder. So
that's why that namespace code keeps coming up.
Yeah. So so let's just go and fix that. And what we'll do is we'll of course just find another Sitecore project. So I've got a couple of those. So let's go to this one and just copy that over. So and then of course in the meantime we can go and fix that problem. So go to this one, properties. This is set to content, it should be none. And I think we're good on that one. Are we? Oh, it's still loading. Oh, there we go. And you see we have events in there. It's a little oddly placed, but events is in there. Click in there, and we're screwed. Because we didn't publish. We didn't publish. Oh, that's such a rookie mistake. You were just keeping quiet. He's gonna. Yeah. Ah, it's published, and now I have to wait again. You should have told me. So, while we're waiting for that success story in a second, I want to introduce Ruud. So, Ruud will come here and tell a little about DevOps and how that hangs together with the Helix and Habitat conventions. Come on. As you can see, H2 hasn't made it quicker.
I was telling someone else this morning, this is like 80% of my job now.
Yes.
That's great, you said it was faster.
Not for this website, apparently. Oh, here we go. Yep, so we got the list, and if we click in, oh no! What? Oh! So website, events. Why is there no venue? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Hopefully that shouldn't take quite as long. Hey! Success.